Hello everyone. As you can see, I'm getting eaten by the midges, although I do have my new head net in the backpack, but I'm too lazy to take it. So we are looking for a little spot to spend the night because we are at Bolster Beach, that's over there, and if you saw my last video, I said that I've never wild camped, and there was a route where we could have done it, but then I changed my mind and we drove through the Isle of Great Bernera, which is where we are now, and I thought I would wild camp here because today it's my birthday and I thought I would do something different. And as I mentioned on the last video, I've never wild camped on my own, so I thought, what a better place than this. I'm defeated and I gladly wear a crown. I'll be your Emmylou and I'll be your Juju. You'll be my Grant, my Johnny Turner. I'm not asking much of you, just say that darling, sing with me. This morning we actually hiked the path that goes all across the Isle of Great Bernera, and that was 16 kilometers, which isn't massive, but I can feel it because it had been a long time since we went for a long hike. Same thing for Odie. Odie is like a little bit tired, so we're not gonna hike too far from where we left the van, but I'd just like to find a spot next to the sea. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is probably the cheapest tent you could ever get. It's from Tesco. I think I bought it for £15, and I had bought it for a festival and then I never really upgraded, but I mean it served me well, but it's heavy and bulky and probably not very resistant, so I think I'll need to upgrade to something better soon. So one of the reasons why I decided that it was time to wild camp is that I got myself a new backpack, which I'm so excited about. It's an Osprey Atmos AG50, and I will be writing a review on it on my blog soon. But what's really exciting is that finally I can fit stuff in my backpack, because the other one that I have is just 20 liters, so as you can imagine you can't fit a tent and you can't fit a backpack. I have used for a long, for a week-long trip, but I would have to keep the tent and the backpack outside, which is not great because it kind of swings around. So I'm so glad that I have a big backpack now so that I can fit my humongous sleeping bag in it. This is it's a great sleeping bag, but it's just massive, so I think I will need to upgrade sooner or later. If you do have any suggestions for like really warm but lightweight and not too expensive sleeping bag, then do let me know, because I'm in the hunt for it. It's gonna be sad to separate myself from this sleeping bag, because I'll tell you the story about this sleeping bag. What are you doing, camera? Camera? This sleeping bag was gifted to me by my grandma when I was 18, because I was living in a flat that didn't have any heating or hot water, and so when I went to see my grandma for Christmas, she gave me this, and I've had it for nearly 10 years now, and it's just, I don't know, I'm emotionally attached to this sleeping bag. So yeah, I would love to do long term hikes, but until now I've always been stopped by the fact that I was a little bit afraid of wild camp by myself and by the fact that I don't have the right gear. I mean, now I'm getting there. The only thing I need is either a lightweight tent or find a way to sleep with the hammock and the tarp with Ori, which I don't think is gonna happen, and then get a new smaller sleeping bag, although I can do with this one until, you know, I can afford a better one. And the thing that I really need is a little stove, because I don't have any, and I could get one, but I'm always like, I always want the best. I'm thinking that the jet boil would be the best thing really to have, because you have the pan and the stove all in one. That is expensive. It is about £70. You can get much cheaper ones, but I'm thinking if my goal is to get the jet boil anyway, then I should just save for that one and buy that one directly, instead of, you know, going for a cheap one and then spending my money on that one when I could just wait a little bit longer and get my jet boil. But yeah, once I get all of that, oh, and the third thing is of course Ori. You see him? Because he's getting older and his legs are starting to, you know, he still walks fine, but I need to consider his health, of course, first. So I would still be able, I think, to do long trips. They would just need to be short sections. So instead of hiking, you know, 30 kilometers a day or whatever it is, you would hike probably half of it. So yeah, but now enough for my talking. I'm gonna just soak in the view, and you can soak it in too. So that definitely wasn't my most restoring night of sleep, because I kept waking up, the wind moved the tent and like slapped the fabric into my face, but we did it, and I'm glad that I pushed myself out of my comfort zone, because it wasn't so much that I was scared now, it was more that I was like, but I'm so much comfortable in my van, why should I sleep in a tent? And but still, I'm happy that we went out and tried it. So I think it's time for us to go. We've been reading books all morning, but it's getting quite chilly, so I'm curious to see if the van is still there, so we're gonna go back. I look like an old Romanian grandma with this little thing on. That's Bolsta Beach, which is at the tip of the Great Bernera Isle, and Pam is just up there together with some camper van.